Okay, so I'll be very pleasantly surprised if this. I'll be very pleasantly surprised if this comes off as a business discussion. Really, I'm a guy from the academic world, and I feel like there's an idea that is worth putting into software. So I've had this crazy path professionally, and what I think it does for me is it gives me an appreciation that there's a space in the market for something that would essentially replace Microsoft Outlook for the people who are stuck with it, and give us Gmail type. Can I see a show of hands? Who loves Gmail for their personal email? Okay. Well, I don't think we're at 50% yet, and this is a pretty tech-savvy group, right? So, I mean, at RP Solutions, literally, while the company was considering cutting staff, they had 25 people struggling to stay in business. The sales force was arguing vehemently that they needed Outlook licenses so that they could schedule meetings together. That's how against Gmail they were. So what I'd really like to do is build a product that gives businesses all of the functionality of Gmail if they want it, and provides, the customers are really paying for customer support, continuous development, and I don't know if you've noticed, but you can turn off the conversation view in Gmail, but most people don't know that. And if you've ever tried to get customer support from Google, you know why people don't know that. That's not the Google model. Everything is in the cloud. You can't protect your data. You can't keep it private. So if you have any rules about a doctor's office, for example, couldn't use Gmail, presumably. So what I'd like to do is make something that can be more like Google Apps for Business, $5 per user per month, but unclick some checkboxes and now it looks a lot like Microsoft Outlook. And it provides for the guys who were stuck like me, checking tens of thousands of emails a day from machines and some from humans, the search functionality that you need. I mean, Outlook apparently was designed before people thought it was necessary to search for emails. So there's a third-party product actually that if you rebuild the index, it's called Copernic, if you rebuild the index once a week, it takes about 8 hours if you work at WorldCoin. You can actually search the archive and search your current inbox in Outlook. But it crashes all the time because it's still relying on the same engine in the background. So the idea would be to produce a product that can rip the content out of, out of the engine in Outlook and put it into something better. Something that would just be really a hosted version of Gmail. All of the functionality is there. That's why I say the product is as boring as it could possibly be. People probably would not imagine that there's any money to be made at this because Gmail is free, for example. Google Apps for Business is $5 per user per month. So those are the only reasons really I can think that this hasn't been done yet. That and well-run organizations probably don't have inboxes with tens of thousands of emails a day. But what I'm lacking is a business analysis that shows there are plenty of businesses that are like that. My impression is there actually are. Hopefully it's, I mean, my point of view is why hire employees? I mean, I just want to see this product made, so let's hire companies that can write the software. And my sense is that there's a tremendous market for it. My budget estimate is extremely unprofessional. I have an old friend in this space who has his own startup and estimates 2 to 3 months, but he's extremely optimistic. Probably where it really starts is figuring out the API, if such a thing exists, for the engine behind Outlook, and figuring out how to get the data out of that. So my idea for how to sell this product is really based on what I've seen from a company called Atlassian that is selling what would be an excellent complement to what I call C-mail. So it's corporate email, obviously trying to rip off the Gmail, whatever, logo. So Atlassian makes this great software, and even though they're on the other side of the world, anytime you pick up a phone, you talk to a nice, polite Aussie who has the answer to everything. They use their own products. They have a Jira ticketing system, which is the envy of every other ticketing system. They have a Confluence wiki, which is the same for wikis. So if you don't understand how the Atlassian product works, you go online to their wiki, there's the answer. If you don't like the answer or you need a product improvement, you go and file the appropriate ticket in Jira. And I don't see any reason that Atlassian or a company like Atlassian couldn't market, support, and continuously develop C-mail. I'm not really looking to be the CEO of anything. I just would like to see this product in the world. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about strategic partners on this slide.
10 seconds.
let's see. I don't think this will be very difficult to do, but obviously I don't have the actual numbers. There's a possible next steps. The risk is that Google, if they try and change their mind about what they do for a living, could do this much faster, but I don't think they're interested. And Microsoft is not really at risk, they're just giving an opportunity. And when was the last time they revamped a product?
That's time.
So I don't really know what it is. I mean, you talk about it's Google for